Anime lashes have gone from a niche style to one of the lash trends we get asked about all the time. And honestly, we can see why. They're graphic, a little doll-like, completely different from a standard wispy set, and you can make them surprisingly wearable. Here at Eyelash and Eyebrow Haus by Glamorous Lashes in London, we've been creating lash extensions since 2007, so we've watched a lot of lash trends come and go. Anime lashes are an interesting one, because there's much more variation in the style than you'd think from scrolling through Instagram. So we're going to show you what actually makes a set anime, the different ways you can wear the trend, how it works with your eyes, and what to know before you book. Watch to the end and you'll know which version of anime lashes you actually like, what changes the finished look, and what to ask for when you book. So first, what actually are anime lashes? The easiest way to recognise them is those longer, deliberately separated lashes. You'll usually see them combined with shorter lashes underneath, creating that exaggerated doll-like contrast. And that contrast is really the whole point. Anime lashes aren't simply a normal lash set with a few random long lashes added. The longer sections need the softer lashes around them, otherwise you lose that sharp, separated effect that makes the style interesting. This is also why two sets labelled anime lashes can look completely different from each other. One can be soft and surprisingly wearable. Another can be very graphic, dramatic, and much closer to the manga looks you see online. So if you love the trend, but think the really extreme versions are too much, don't immediately rule anime lashes out. You can keep the same idea, but soften the length, density, and contrast to create something much easier to wear every day. And this is where anime lashes start separating themselves from normal wispy lashes. Wispy sets usually blend the different lengths together. Anime lashes deliberately make certain longer sections stand out. Think soft, blended texture versus a much more graphic pattern. Both can be wispy, but the overall effect is very different. Now, one thing we always tell clients: don't assume the exact anime lash photo you saved should be copied directly onto your eyes. The same lash map can look completely different depending on your eye shape, eyelid, natural lashes, and where those longer sections sit. A good technician should take the feeling of your reference photo and adapt it, rather than treating the picture like an instruction manual. Maybe you want a rounder, doll-like effect. Maybe you want something more lifted. Or maybe you just want a subtle hint of anime styling. That's why bringing 2 or 3 reference photos is much more useful than simply saying, "I want anime lashes." Show what you love about them too. Is it the dramatic separation? The wider eye effect? The softer manga look? That makes a huge difference. There's another thing people don't always realise until they've actually worn this style. The maintenance can look slightly different too. All lash extensions naturally shed, but with anime lashes, losing one of those prominent, longer sections can be much more noticeable. You might still have plenty of extensions left, but the pattern can start looking uneven because one important part of the design has disappeared. That doesn't necessarily mean the lashes have poor retention. It just means a highly structured style shows shedding more obviously. For the sharpest result, many clients prefer maintaining anime lashes around every 2 to 3 weeks. And yes, keeping them clean still matters. Gentle daily cleansing helps keep the lashes separated and the whole set looking fresh. And all of this comes back to one important point. There really isn't just one version of anime lashes. They can be soft and wearable, bold and doll-like, or full-on graphic manga, depending on the look you want. The best starting point is saving a few reference photos and working out what you actually love about them. The shape, separation, or drama. A good technician can then adapt that inspiration to your eyes and natural lashes, instead of simply copying somebody else's map. Because the best anime lashes aren't necessarily the biggest or most dramatic. They're the ones that look like they were designed for you. So would you try them? Soft, wearable anime or full graphic manga? Tell us which one you'd choose.